For years and years, I used to be a lamppost. Yeah, I was skinny as hell, tall, lanky. You know what I mean? I'm 6'3", almost 6'4". Some people say 6'4". And I'll be honest with you guys. On the outside, I used to act like I was happy, satisfied with my current situation. And bear in mind, I was skinny, tall, lanky, broke, jobless, failed uni, failed football in a new country because I moved from Portugal to the UK when I was only 14. And living like this for several years, knowing that I wasn't reaching maximum potential, was triggering me. These were my pain points, my hidden pain points in life. And I was just done with that, man. I'll be honest, guys. When you're skinny, like very skinny, you're just invisible. Women or other people look at you and they naturally can tell that you're not man enough. It's like equal to having low testosterone. That's how people look at you. You just look sloppy. So how did I go from being skinny like a lamppost into an overall monster? Yeah, I had to put a lot of muscle, mass, strength, new aura, a new identity of myself, right? So let's go bit by bit. So we can start by the habits. During those moments, yeah, from 14 to 18, especially 18, I was very slim, man. I started training, then I'll stop, then I'll start training, then I'll stop again. And on top of that, I was drinking a lot of alcohol. And you already know what alcohol does, right? It decreases your testosterone. And then followed by that, I just thought I could eat every single food. And I would eat every single food. But I would still not see any changes. And then that's how when I started to put up a couple of protocols because I was tired of living the way I was living, right? So I was like, this is the time I need to become disciplined. So that's when I started reducing alcohol. That was the first step. The first initial step was reducing alcohol and going clubbing and touching different women. They were just making me weak, yeah? And they were breaking me on the inside bit by bit, right? So I stopped alcohol. Number one advice, alcohol. I highly recommend stopping alcohol, right? Secondly, I started eating the right foods, man. Like, how the hell do you expect to look like a monster? Yeah. When you're eating crappy food, right? You're eating donuts, you're eating sugary stuff, all these chocolates, all these takeaways, especially if you're from the UK, US, all these takeaways and stuff. They're killing you, man, inside out. And that's what was happening to me. So I wasn't seeing any results. I was skinny, eating crappy food, right? Secondly, I started eating properly. So I just started eating. I discovered that eggs weren't really bad for me. So the high cholesterol that people were running away from, I needed that, man. Cholesterol equals testosterone, right? So I started eating eggs every single day. So I started eating chicken breast every single day. And those were the changes. I started drinking more water. Then I stopped doing all this monk mode vibe of sleeping 2 hours. Because you know when you're younger, yeah, when you're 18, 19, 20, whatever, you just naturally think that you're Superman. You feel like you're a superhero. So I used to sleep 2 hours, 3 hours, go clubbing, wake up after 2, 3 hours. So every single day for several months, I'll sleep 2 hours, 3 hours, and I felt like I was the man. But once I made changes, that's when my muscles started really recovering. That's when my testosterone started to get to a certain level. Even my voice got deeper. I'm not making this up. Even my voice got deeper. So sleep, very important. Sleep is when your body's recovering, when your body's creating, repairing your muscles. That's when your body produces the most testosterone. It signals the Leydig cells to produce more testosterone in your testes. So sleep was one big mistake that I was making, that you're probably making too. Then thirdly, man, all this adult content, all this doom scrolling, you know what I mean, watching different type of women when you should be. I've never had problem with women, like I've never had problem getting women, but you know, it's just these bad habits that come along naturally, you know what I mean. You just give room to the devil to make you even worse. So that's another thing I stopped. So all this doom scrolling, adult content, whatever, they were giving me anxiety. They were making me feel weaker. Tell me if I'm lying, man. How many times, if this is you, by the way, and I know 90% of you watching this are going through this, how many times have you done what you done in terms of adult content, and then you realize you go to the gym and you can't literally lift weights, man. The weights feel way too heavy. You feel me? And that's because it just makes you weak. It makes you relaxed. It makes you feel like you don't want to do anything in life. It makes you very sloppy. It makes you lazy. It makes you not really go after your goals as a man, you know. So all this adult content, all these things, you already know that's literally a bad move. I got rid of that too, right? So what really helped me to take that jump? I didn't take any steroids. I didn't jump onto testosterone replacement. I didn't jump into some harmful hormones or injecting or whatever. I have nothing against them, but for me, they don't work. When I say they don't work, I've always had pride into being natural. You know, even right now, I'm 29 and I feel like I'm 18, 20, right? So I'm not aging faster. Yeah, I've been looking the same for several years, you know. So one mistake that you guys make, you guys go into quick fixes. I go into natural, deep solutions, you know. You feel me? So that's how you know, like, life really makes a big difference when you really focus on the natural solutions, backed science stuff, things that really make sense. So I started taking whey protein. Whey protein would make me feel so bloated. Yeah, it made me feel so bloated. I feel like it was excess protein. I almost had kidney problems and I just avoided it. Creatine, I took it one time. I swear to God, I only took it one time and I never taken it ever again. I've taken 2 capsules, 3 capsules of creatine and never taken it again. So this has been years and years and years and years and several years. Not for me. What did I do after? So I said, if I'm not taking whey protein and I'm not taking all these mass gainers, I'm not taking creatine, what am I going to do? Then I realized I'm African. You know, originally I'm African. I was born in Portugal, but I'm still African. Look at this. So what do these Africans take, and etc. And that's when I was like, yo, there's natural herbs, there's natural solutions for everything, for sexual performance, for testosterone, for energy, for your prostate, for your focus, for everything, for your fertility, sexual health, mass. So I was like, so that's when I started going deep into tribal solutions. So I started checking Asian solutions, African solutions, and etc. So I started coming up with herbs. That's when I found out about maca root. That's when I found out about tribulus. That's when I found out about chrysin. That's when I found out about tribulus. That's when I found out about soul palmetto. That's when I found out about tonga li. Yeah, that's when I found out about ashwagandha. I don't really F with ashwagandha. I rather take other ones. And then I ain't gonna lie to you guys, this ain't no BS. I started taking these, and within 1 year to 2 years, I had a massive jump. I suddenly became jacked. I got jacked. I got so bro, even my English is going crazy. I got so jacked that people didn't really recognize me, you know? So I ain't gonna lie to you guys. I'm gonna give you 5 herbs and 2 king minerals that you really need, you know? So let's go for it. You need tonga li, you need chrysin, you need soul palmetto, you need, what's missing? You need tribulus, you know? You need zinc, you need magnesium, and that will do it. Yeah, if you follow in the whole protocol that I just mentioned, that will do it. And guess what? Back in the days, yeah, I used to pay different supplements, man. I would buy all of these separately. I stopped doing all of that. And I came up with the secret formula in dragon root. So this literally contains every single herb I've just mentioned for a fraction of the price. So guys, dragon root, this right here, yeah, if you want more sexual performance, if you're tired of your ED, if you're tired of being sloppy, you want to double, triple your testosterone, yeah? You want to make your partner satisfied. You want to feel the man. You want to feel like the man. You want to reach a whole peak masculinity. You jump on to dragon root. This ain't no BS. This has already helped over 10,000 people. No BS. He has helped me to go from skinny to a lamppost, double my testosterone, feel more energy, feel like a real man. That's what we need in this society, feel like a real man. So I'm gonna leave everything in the description, yeah? So guys, as you realize, going from skinny to lamppost or going from overweight to jacked is all about protocol. Nowadays, when I wake up, I get out of bed, I'm already starting my day with 20 to 30 push-ups. That's already me naturally spiking my testosterone. Cold showers or whatever. And yeah, anyways, my people, if you're someone that's tired of being average, you need a whole protocol, dishing protocol, masculine protocols, hybrid protocols, and accountability checks and all these things, yeah, you can DM me or comment peak, the word peak, on Instagram, and I can see if you're the right fit into this, right? Subscribe, like this if you really F with this, comment below your thoughts, and let's go.